Hi, my name is Karen. Let's practice yoga. Come to the top of your mat and stand tall in Tadasana posture or mountain pose. Spread your toes and make the outside edge of your feet parallel to each other. Feel like you're tapping into the energy of Mother Earth. Draw it up your legs. Tuck the tailbone under just a little. Draw the belly towards the spine. Open the heart space, perhaps roll the shoulders up and down your back. Draw the chin back and lift up from your crown. Perhaps spread your arms and fingers, creating space between your finger joints. Your gaze at eye level, chin parallel to the floor. Let's commence with some arm circles. Inhale, the arms back and up. And exhale, bring the hands together into prayer at your chest. Continue in this way. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, lower the hands into prayer at your heart. Let the breath guide your movement. Synchronize movement and breath. Fill the lungs completely with your inhalation and empty them with the exhalation. The in-breath equal to the out-breath. With your next inhalation, draw the arms up, catch hold of your right wrist and side bend towards the left. With your next inhalation, come up through the center. Catch hold of your left wrist and side bend towards the right. Inhale, come up through the center. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Taking the hands to the lower back, a little back bend, press the hips forward, open your chest to the sky. With your inhalation, draw back up to center. The hands at your heart, returning home. Inhale, float the arms back and up. Exhale, fold from your hips. Bend your knees. Uttanasana, forward bend. Pausing here, place your hands to the floor, connecting with the earth. The belly laying on the thigh. Release the weight from your shoulders, just allowing the head to hang. Let's come up to standing. So curling back up like a fern unfurling. Taking your hands to the lower back once again and pressing the hips forward. And coming back up to Tadasana. Inhale, float the arms back and up. Exhale, fold from your hips. Bend your knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, bringing your hands to the shins or to the floor. Exhale, step your right leg back to a lunge. Pausing here for a moment. Be on your fingertips to open your heart space, the shoulders away from your ears. Your drishti gazing forward. Step back to downward facing dog. An inverted V shape. And walk the dog. Lower one heel at a time. Lowering the heel with your exhalation. A moving meditation. Take your time. Slip into the gap between your thoughts. Bring both heels down towards the floor, lower to the knees and sink back to child's pose. Big toes together. Rest the forehead to the mat. Lengthen your spine. With your inhalation, come up onto all fours, your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Let's practice cow and cat pose, beginning with cow pose. Spread your sitting bones, concave the back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and lift the chin. We do this with the inhalation, and with the exhalation, tuck the tailbone under, draw the navel up to your spine and bow the head, press into your hands and arch the back like a cat. Flowing with your breath, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Letting the breath guide the movement. Move like you're in water. The body fluid, graceful. Enjoy the flexion of the spine. And with your exhalation, let's come back to child's pose. Looking between the hands, lower the front body to the floor, uncurl your toes, lengthen your lower back. Your hands under your shoulders or chest. With your inhalation, drawing the shoulders back, curl the upper back into Cobra. The elbows hugged in and slightly bent. Curl the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Just letting the head hang between the arms. Spread your fingers. If you feel discomfort, bend your knees and be on your toes. Let's all do this now, bending the knees onto the balls of the feet. Look between your hands and step the right foot through. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, bringing your hands to the shins. Exhale, fold back in, Uttanasana. Inhale, lead up with your heart. Perhaps pressing the hips forward. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Inhale, float the arms back and up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, swan dive, forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg back to the lunge, and pausing here for a moment in the lunge. With your next exhalation, step back to downward facing dog, pressing the chest back. Lower to the knees and sink back to child's pose with your next exhalation. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Turn your right hand in, and with your inhalation, float the left arm up to the sky. And exhale, thread the left arm under the right, bring left ear and shoulder to the mat. The chin down towards the chest. Inhale, float the arm up, movement coordinated with your breath. Exhale, thread the arm through. In your own breath rhythm, continue in this way. Full, even breaths. And for the next one, let's pause in the posture. Thread the arm through, bringing the ear and shoulder to the mat. The chest and chin come close. Press into your right hand to create a bit more space between and below the shoulder blades. Pausing here. Breathe in and out from the back of the heart. It's a great way to release tension in the thoracic spine area. With your inhalation, float the left arm up. Exhale, returning the hand to the mat. This time turning right hand out and left hand in. Let's do that to the other side. Inhale, float the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the arm under, ear and shoulder to the mat. In your own breath rhythm. Move with grace and ease. And for the next one, let's pause in the posture. Thread the right arm under left, bringing right ear and shoulder to the mat, the chin in towards the chest. Press into your left hand, create a bit more space between the shoulder blades. Exhale any unwanted tension. With your next inhalation, let's float the arm up. And exhale, returning the hand to the mat. Turning left hand out, float back to child's pose. Inhale, Cobra, lowering the front body. Uncurl your toes. Exhale, press up and back into downward facing dog. Pausing here for a few breaths, make any modifications you need to maintain steadiness and ease. Bend your knees, be on your toes, look between your hands, stepping the left foot through. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in, Uttanasana. Inhale, lead up with your heart. Press the hips forward. And exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms back and up. Exhale, fold from your hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right leg back to the lunge. This time step back to plank pose or high push-up position. If you need more support, lower the knees for supported plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale, move the body forward and lower with control, keeping the elbows in. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're creating upper and lower body strength with downward facing dog. Center your left leg. Let's reach the right leg high. Be on the toes of your left foot. Let's bring that right knee in towards the chest and bring the foot down into a lunge. When you're ready, inhale, step forward. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in, forward bend. Inhale, lead up with your heart. Pressing the hips forward. And exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Inhale, float the arms back and up. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Feel free to bend the knees. Inhale, look forward, perhaps bringing the hands to the floor now. And exhale, step the left leg back to the lunge. Step back to plank pose, so high push-up position. Remembering there is supported plank. Inhale at the top and exhale, lower with control. Take a moment to lengthen your lower back. Inhale, curl your upper back. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears. Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gently pressing the chest back. Notice the body warming up. Notice the breath deepening. Center the right leg and reach the left leg high this time onto the toes of the right foot. Let's bring that left knee in towards the chest, hollowing out the belly and bringing the left foot down. With your next inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, release forward, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, lead up with your heart. Little back bend, that's appropriate today. And exhale, lower your hands to your heart. So let's step the legs wide. So from a standing position, let's come down to a low lunge. So turning to the end of the mat, onto the toes of the back foot. Take a moment to tuck the tailbone under and draw the belly back, the ribs draw back. Gaze at eye level. Activate your pelvic floor muscles. And with your exhalation, lowering to a low lunge with control. Once you're there, you might like to slide the back knee a little further back. So pausing here, the pubic bone pressing forward, tailbone still tucked under. If you'd like to go further for a quadricep stretch, we can take one hand to the knee, the other hand behind to take hold of the ankle. You might like to bring index finger and thumb together into a mudra. Lifting the chin slightly. Looking up has a positive effect on our emotions. And with your exhalation, let's release. Bring the arms back by your side, curl the back toes under. Again, activating your pelvic floor muscles and abdominals with your inhalation, lifting up with control. Turning to the front and turn to the other end of the mat onto the toes of the back foot. Take a moment to activate your core muscles. And with your exhalation, lower with control. Once the knee touches, you might like to slide it back if that's comfortable to get more of a hip flexor stretch, and curl the toes. Taking the hand to the knee is optional. Taking hold of the ankle behind, hand to same ankle. Lift the chin slightly if you feel balanced. Breathing with steadiness and ease, Sthira and Sukha. Sthira and Sukha are the Sanskrit words for steadiness and ease. And with your exhalation, gently release, taking the hands by your side, curl the toes under. With your inhalation, let's draw back up with control, turning to the front. Let's bring the feet a bit closer, turning the feet out and come into temple pose. So bending the knees in the direction of the toes, the hands at the thighs, the belly drawn back, chest lifted but shoulders relaxed. Let's pause here for a few breaths, find your sweet spot. And with your next inhalation, let's straighten the knees, turning the heels out. Let's take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, or if that's uncomfortable, hands at the hips. Bring the shoulder blades nice and close. Inhale, open your heart to the sky. And with your exhalation, drawing the belly in, fold forward, Prasarita Padottanasana. Direct the crown of the head to the floor. Check that your neck is relaxed. Perhaps gently shake and nod the head. Soften the facial muscles. Releasing anything that's not serving your higher good today. Draw in fresh, positive thoughts, loving, cheerful thoughts. With your inhalation, let's draw back up, drawing the belly in as you come up. Releasing the hands from behind. Step or jump the feet back together. Feel free to swing the arms, allowing the energy to flow. And slowing the arms down, let's prepare for a balance pose. Let's practice dancer today. So find a drishti or focus point on the floor or on the wall ahead. and shift your weight to the right leg. Reach your right arm into the air. Bend the left leg and take hold of the foot. Take an inhalation and reach forward. Take your time. Perhaps pause for a moment with your next exhalation, going a little bit further, keeping the right arm above horizontal. With your next inhalation, let's draw back up. Exhale, release the leg. Taking the left arm into the air, shifting the weight to the left side. It's okay to keep a little bend there. Reach down to take hold of your right ankle. Keep your gaze point, or drishti as it's known in yoga. And with your inhalation, reach forward as the foot rises behind. Take your time. Perhaps pause for a moment with the next exhalation, going a little bit deeper. Balance poses improve concentration and focus. With your inhalation, let's draw back up with awareness, releasing the arm down. Feel free to give your legs and your arms a shake. Turning your palms open at your heart. Find steadiness and ease. Gently open the eyes, relaxing the arms down. Either step or jump the legs wide once again. Let's practice Trikonasana. Turn the right foot out. Float your arms up at shoulder height. This is a lateral stretch. So our body stays in line with the front leg. In this case, the right leg. Inhale, reach through your right arm. And exhale, take the left hand into the air. Take an inhalation and lengthen your spine. And with your exhalation, either turn to look up, bringing the chin down towards the shoulder, or if you feel discomfort, look down at the right foot, drawing the chin in to lengthen the back of the neck. In my case, my left hand's at the floor, but you might have your hand at your leg. And with your next inhalation, press into your big toes and let's rise back up. Turning the foot in and the left foot out this time. Let's go straight to the other side. Inhale, reach through your left arm. And exhale, take the right hand into the air this time. Letting the left hand stop wherever it meets the body or the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, either look up at the hand or look down at the left foot. Bring the chin in towards the body to lengthen the back of your neck. Press into the big toes with your inhalation. Let's float back up. Exhale, turning the foot in. Let's take a big step up to the top of the mat. Stand into Tadasana pose. Inhale, float the arms back and up. Exhale, fold from your hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. And exhale, lower with control. Let's prepare for Salabhasana or Locust pose. So taking the arms by your side, the chin or forehead to the mat, and with your next inhalation, lifting the body. The only things making contact, your hips and stomach. Gaze forward, soft gaze and soft base. It's like your body surfing at the beach. It's great for strengthening the back. With your exhalation, let's relax down. Turn your head to one side and completely relax your body. So give the body time to absorb the practice. Let's practice another round. The chin or forehead to the mat. With your inhalation, taking the posture, Salabhasana or Locust pose. Keep breathing while you are in the posture. With your exhalation, relaxing down, turn the head in the opposite direction, completely relax the body. From here, place your hands under your shoulders and lift back to child's pose, lengthening your spine. The knees separated, giving your belly space to practice lower abdominal breathing. Walk the hands towards you. Let's come to sit on the bottom for a twist. Matsyendrasana or Adha Matsyendrasana. So bending the right leg and placing the foot to the outside of the left foot. And we can bring the left foot by the right buttock. If that feels uncomfortable, keep that left leg out in front of you. Check that the sitting bones have weight distributed evenly. Take right hand behind and left arm across the body. Inhale, lift your spine tall. And exhale, using your elbow on the knee as leverage and hand on the floor behind, press in, twist round. With your inhalation, lift tall. With your exhalation, perhaps find a little bit more space to twist. So massage the internal organs, liver, kidney, spleen. Improve suppleness of your spine. With your exhalation, let's untwist, taking the other leg over the top. So left leg over right. Perhaps you like your leg outstretched here, that's fine. Or bring the right foot in by the left buttock. Distribute the weight evenly. Bring left hand behind like second spine. Right arm across the body, elbow hooked onto the knee. Inhale, lift your spine tall. And exhale, twist round to the left. Bring out any tension. And with your exhalation, untwist, straightening the legs out, and roll down onto your back. So let's practice Sarvangasana or shoulder stand. There are contraindications for this posture. If you are pregnant, menstruating, or have any back or neck issues, then it's not recommended to practice the full pose. As a variation, You can lift the legs vertically into the air. This is a safe variation. All of your back is contacting the mat. Or you might like to sit your bottom up against a wall and have your legs up the wall. It's a very restorative way of practicing this variation. So if you've not practiced it before, please watch before you take the posture to avoid any strain in your neck. So half shoulder stand, we roll onto our back, our hands at our lower back, our neck is centered. If it's okay for you, walk the hands up a little bit further for full shoulder stand. So the elbows come in as close as possible. The chin down towards the chest. You feel as if someone's pulling you up from your ankles. So in this inverted posture, we can stay here for 10 breaths, but at any time you'd like to come out, slowly unroll. It's a great way to improve circulation. It's a wonderful posture if you spend a lot of your time on your feet or seated. Helps to encourage blood flow to the upper part of the body. Stimulates the thyroid, which affects our metabolism. So after the 10th breath, slowly releasing, bending the knees towards the face, the arms onto the floor to help uncurl. Lie in Shavasana or relaxation pose for a few breaths, absorbing the practice, noticing the effects of shoulder stand. Close down the eyes. Let's practice a spinal twist, taking the arms out at shoulder height and bending the legs. Have the feet a little wider than hip width, and with your exhalation allow the knees to fall to one side and turn the head in the opposite direction, the chin drawing down towards the shoulder to lengthen the back of the neck. Close down the eyes for a few breaths. Mentally scan the body. Be aware of any parts of the body that feel tightness that can be released with your loving attention. With your inhalation, bring the knees back up, head to center. Exhale, allow the knees to fall to the other side, turning the head in the opposite direction, the chin towards the shoulder. Close down the eyes. Notice how this posture makes you feel. The layers of tension dissolve. Surrender in this posture, surrendering to what is. All is well. With your inhalation, bring the knees and head back up. Hug the knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side. Massage your back. let's lie in Shavasana for relaxation, an important part of our yoga practice. So either having your legs outstretched in the traditional pose, or you may have your knees bent and all of your back contacting the mat for extra support. It may feel better for you. Relax your arms, the palms turned open. Relax your legs, the feet falling away from each other. The spine is long. Your neck in line with your spine. Your chin down slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. Eyelids just gently close. Release your jaw. Soften all the tiny facial muscles. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Release any tension you discover at your neck. Let it go with your exhalation. Soften your arm muscles. Loosen your elbows, your wrists and fingers. Soften the muscles either side of your spine. Soften your lower back and abdomen. Loosen your hips. Soften your thighs and calves. Loosen your knees and relax the area behind your knees. Loosen your ankles and toes. Allow the mind to quiet. Ride the waves of the breath. Take a couple of deeper breaths, enliven the body. Hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day or evening. Namaste.